you are suing your big sister, Ms. Burns, for $5,000 to reimburse you for payments that you made on a car that she now has.
Yes.
So you've told us that in 2024 you wanted to buy a car.
Yes.
You, as many people do, had some credit issues.
Yes.
So you were initially going to have your sister co-sign with you, but the car ended up being put in her name.
Yes.
You say that since that happened, she has used the car to control you and ultimately simply took the car back. And it's in her name, so there's not much you can do about it at this point.
Yes.
So what you would like is $5,000 because you claim to have put more than $5,000 into down payments on the car, insurance on the car, and you have nothing to show for it. Ms. Burns, you say that you wanted to help out your little sister, and you arrived at the dealership to find that your credit was being put on the line for her to get a new car. And so you put some measures in place about who could drive the car and other things because it was your name on the car, and you wanted to make sure that everything was safe. And you claim that when your sister didn't do that, you had no choice but to take the car back in order to try to protect your financial situation. So you claim that you tried to do everything you could, you helped her out, and you don't owe her anything. Okay, Ms. Walker, before we get started, let's look at the car.
Okay.
It's a nice car, 2017 Mercedes. You bought this from a dealership, correct?
Yes. When I first found that car, they had did a credit check. My credit was good, but they couldn't prove all of my income. So I called my sister and I asked her, can she be a co-signer? When they ran her credit, they told me to just put it in my sister's name and don't put me on the loan at all because that's a better chance of her getting approved. So when she got approved, she came down there to the dealership. I gave the man the $3,500. She signed the car and she handed the keys to my husband.
All right, Ms. Burns, when was the first time you heard that your sister wanted some help from you with this car?
When we looked at the price and I got there, I looked at the paper and I was like, this doesn't say co-signer. Tina, this says owner. So I became the whole sole owner. I ended up signing it and I agreed. I said, don't be late on a payment. Don't be late on the insurance. She said, I'm not, sister. I'm going to pay it on time. And then she mentioned out her own mouth and said, taxes is right around the corner. So when I get my taxes, I can pay it off. I said, yeah, even if you don't, take a lump sum out of your taxes and put it on that car so that it takes the price down even more. That way it's closer to it being out of my name and I'm not responsible for it.
All right, Ms. Walker, do you remember having this conversation with your sister about trying to get the car out of her name as soon as possible?
She didn't give me no limitations on the car when she went and signed it. All she did was tell me was don't miss a payment and don't miss insurance. That was it. It wasn't nothing else but that. And I haven't missed a payment and I did not miss insurance.
Okay, so you haven't missed any payments. Did you have any discussions about putting your tax refund towards the price of the car?
Yes, I did, but something came up where I couldn't do that.
Okay, so Ms. Burns, when did the problem start from your perspective?
With the car or with us?
With the two of you, let's start with that.
She was having problems with the now husband, at the time was the boyfriend. Just like normal, regular, I guess, relationship issues where he was accusing her of things. So he was doing things like flattening the tires, taking the car, not having gas.
All right, and this happened before she even got this car, right?
Yeah, that's been happening.
There was an issue with her prior car.
It's been happening,
okay.
But concerning me and this car would have been in my name, it has happened.
Okay. All right, I'm going to let Judge Menser pick it up there.
Okay, let's pick up right where you left off there, Ms. Burns. You talked about her, Ms. Walker's husband, now husband, slicing the tires of her car, right?
Yeah, flattening them, probably not sliced, but flattened. The tires were flattened due to their argument or whatever. He messed up the tires. She called crying. She was at the tire shop. She was like, hey, she needs to get some tires.
But that was on a prior car.
That was before this car. That was her car.
Isn't the real problem here is what happened with her husband later on and the insurance?
The real problem is that what was going on with the vehicle.
Why don't you tell us what happened with the vehicle, Ms. Walker?
It was vandalized by 3 Mexicans that went to jail for it, and it's in the police report. And they got caught for it, and they was on video for it. But she went and told everybody that my husband did it so she could take the car.